Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2023 love reading. Thanks to those who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge in the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, and future energies between you and main love interest. We'll pull some more cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridge in the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Two of Staves. So this could just be saying that in the past you actually felt very action-oriented toward this connection. You might have actually been the one to initiate things between you and this person at the time, and possibly you might have even been friends initially in the past. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this is saying that they might have pushed you away in the past. If we look at the artwork here, we see the person sitting at the table alone, right, and with swords at all of the places set at the table. So it could just be one of those things where they might know that that's a tendency that they have as well, where they might push people away, but it's just something that, for whatever reason, they seem to have a difficulty stopping. So I don't necessarily, like if we look at their facial expression, they don't necessarily look too thrilled, right? So I think it's one of those things that's almost a trait that they can't seem to shake off. Right. In the present position on your side, we have the Four of Swords. So usually the Four of Swords energy represents, well, Four of Arrows in this deck, but usually this represents an energy of trying to heal things, right? We do see the rough waters out in the background, right? So it could just be saying that there could have been a lot of, emotional turmoil within the connection from the past, where, like I said, it looks like this person might have just pushed you away in the past, but it looks like you're at least attempting to heal that in the present, or at least that's your desire. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles. So if we look at the artwork here, it looks like the one kid kissing the other on the cheek, and the other one looks like they're pushing it away a little bit, right? So it could just be one of those things where, again, like I said, this person just seems to have a tendency to push others away. So, and I mean, I feel like that could be something that even they grapple with. Like one moment they want someone around, the next they don't, right? So it could just be something that they're still dealing with at this time. Alright, and future energy on your side, we have the Three of Arrows. So this is Libra energy here again, and once again we see some similarities to what we saw with the Four of Arrows as well, as far as we see the rough waters again. Here we see, looks like she is trying to avoid looking at that heart there, so it could just be one of those things where you might still feel disappointment when you actually try to interact with this person, but for whatever reason, you could just be avoiding looking at the obvious, right? Which is to say that it clearly looks like you're not necessarily able to get through this person, right? I don't even necessarily feel like it's an unrequited situation either. I just feel like this person's approach, like they just have these traits where they push people away, and that's on them to resolve that, you know? Alright, future energy on their side, we have the Ace of Swords. So, to me, this is saying that in the future, they might actually finally come across and communicate what's really going on with them, right? They might even communicate the fact that, yeah, they do realize that this is something that they struggle with, right? So, I guess you could view that as positive progress in that regard, at least they're acknowledging that fact, but again, I feel like there might still be some coldness that comes through from this person, even with communicating that, right? Because we do see the blue rose there. So let's see that. All right. The bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Nine of Arrows. So this is Gemini energy here, usually represents losing sleep, feeling a lot of anxiety around the situation. Here we see what looks like an angelic figure trying to hand an arrow to this person, which, again, arrows usually point to communication, and then we do see the arrows pointed in that direction. And I feel like this is saying that, you know, you might actually be encouraged to express what's on your mind, right? To let them know, like, look, this dynamic that's going on here is hurtful, right? So it could just be one of those things, but for whatever reason, you could be hesitant to bring it up. And that could just be causing even more hurt for you in the long run. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Six of Swords. So to me, this looks like deep down they do have that desire for closeness, right? For connectedness. We do see artwork there that looks like the two people holding hands, but again, like I said, I feel like it's something that they just might struggle with. So I feel like this is not a new thing for them. I feel like they've been in the cycle for a while. Beneath that, we see the Hangman. So yeah, it's one of those things where they might really just feel like they struggle to release this habit of theirs. But again, like I said, in the meantime, it looks like you'd be getting hurt, right? So while they don't necessarily seem to be happy with that dynamic either, it's ultimately going to be on them to go in and handle that. All right, moving on to your Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from Messages of Love Oracle cards deck. Just looking for one card here. All right, got one there. And next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation, just a single card from this deck, and then we'll read both messages together and wrap the reading up with those. Already got one there. Okay, so let's see what we got from this deck first. Alright, we have Trust. It says it is safe to trust in this situation. So yeah, interesting there, right? Because like I said, I feel like this isn't necessarily something where, for example, the Seven of Swords energy in a lot of decks points to deception. And like I said, especially just looking at the artwork, it speaks in a different way, which is to say, it's not so much deception on their part, it's just a habit that they have where they push people away. So again, I feel like trust in this regard also says that you can trust that, you know, what you see is what you get, right? As far as until this person makes an effort to address that dynamic, then it could keep leading to additional heartbreak for you. But we'll see what we get from Wisdom of the Oracle. All right, we have Never Ending Story. There's the artwork, and the number is 37. Okay, where to go? All right, the relationship message says sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. So yeah, definitely a good message there. For me, I feel like that could resonate both for the energies on the left side and for the energies on the right. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.